Welcome to my channel. In today's video, as I promised, I'm gonna show you all the updates of the projects that I've done in my previous foil quill videos, and then I'm gonna answer your questions, but I will show new tips and tricks for design space, for Cricut, for foil quill, or if you still have some more questions or you want me to show you how to do something either with foil quill or Cricut or design space, just leave me your questions down in the comment section below. For every question and project update, I prepared a short clip with the answer or the update. That way you can see everything firsthand. Well, if you're ready, let's get to the project. So the first question I will answer is, does foil quill work on vellum? And it does, and I will show you. With that, I included the acetate, and acetate comes with protective film on both sides of it, like this. Like this. You just peel it and it's really nice and transparent. So when I did the project, I only took one protective film from the top. That's where I am going to write with the foil quill, and I kept the bottom one still on. That way I can protect the acetate sheet from all the stickiness or anything. I want it to be as clean as possible because it's transparent and you can see through everything. So that's my quick tip, that leave one that's gonna go on a sticky mat, and then when you're done with foil quill or anything else, or you're writing with the pen, anything, then when you're ready to put on the project, take the other side off, and that way you will have a clean, transparent acetate project. Okay, so here is the design that I created to put on the vellum and acetate with foil quill. And before we go to the machine, I wanted to show you how I created it and what fonts that I used. This dream word I used, let me see, I can show you right here. I used the Algerian font, and rest of them are Anna's Fancy Lettering, and it called Hannah, but I'll show you in just a second. So I'll go to text. Let's pick the same believe word. Okay, and right now it's a cut file, but if you go right here on top, you can change it to draw file, and now it's the same as this believe. So this believe and achieve, it's exactly the same font, but all I did is, if you go right here on the right hand side, there's a little eyes icons there, and all I did is I removed this B that has insides. I clicked on this eye, and right here this believe just became as achieve. And then to go back, you just unclick the little eye, and that's it, and believe becomes like this believe. And then if you wanna curve these like I did over here, you click on the word, and then you go to on this right here curve sign, you click on it, and it takes you to this little screen, and you can move it right or left. And if you move left, it curves this way. If you go right, it turns this way. And you can even do a whole circle with the word. So either way, you can do a whole circle this way too. So this is a fun feature that I like. So now you can customize it to, you know, go around a specific shape or something like that. Okay, so let's keep going. So let's say you're done, you created this design, whatever you would like to say, and then if you want it to stay this way, you need to attach it right on this, right here on the bottom. But let me show you how, if I don't attach it and click make it, let's see how it turns out so you understand what's happening. Right now it just goes this way and saves the material and places it this way, but I want it to stay the way I designed it. So now I go back and make sure that I select them all, just the design, and then I go and actually right here attach it. And now when I click make it, it's gonna stay the way I want it to stay, except this believe word. But I left it there on purpose because I'm about to answer another question that I was asked. How do I know where the Cricut pen or foil quill will start drawing? This is the screen to make some changes. So let's see, you click on your design and you can move it around anywhere you want. And let's move this one, and you can even flip it upside down like I did on the napkin. And you know, you can flip it to the side, any way you need to fit on your materials. This is the way you do it. So I don't need this one to go anywhere else, I just need it here. So and then another one, this is another one. I left this believe word in here on purpose because sometimes you create stuff in black color, but you want them to be different colors. You want to cut them or write them with different color, but you don't want to mess with it on the same mat. So if you did something and it came on one mat, you can always move something to another mat by clicking on these three dots, and it says either hide it or you can move to another mat. So I say, okay, I will do this design in red foil, or you're cutting, or anything you're doing, and I want this believe sign in blue, so I can move to another mat. You click on it, and now it says I have one mat to cut, and then you just press on the new mat and select any random color that you want, and you say confirm, and now you got another mat over here that you have your believe in there. And again, you can move around anywhere you want, so you can use up every piece of material that you have, and that's it. And then you, let's say, because I'll be doing this one, then you just click continue, and that's it. I'm gonna let my computer find my machine, and we're gonna proceed with this mat and with the foil quill with these three words. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, it works on vellum. I think I didn't heat up the last pen good enough. It works on vellum very nice. I don't think I heat up my last pen as long as it needs to be, but it's really nice. It works. So, and the colors really nice too. I really like it. So now I'm gonna do it on acetate. Let's see how that goes. Alrighty, it works. Let me take the acetate from the mat. Alrighty. Okay. So here it is. It works really nice. And it doesn't smudge. So another question I was asked if I found the pressure to use foil quill on leather or faux leather, and I did. I tried and tried and tried, and I did. It stays and it's really nice. Even if I make it wet, it stays and it's not rubbing off or anything. So let me show you what's the settings that I used real quick, and I'll show you how this one came out and stuff. And I really like it. I'm looking forward using it on leather or faux leather. This one, actually the faux leather one. It's really nice and smooth, and it just glides over it really nicely. So let me turn to the computer and let me show you. Okay, so this is my gorgeous design. It's an image, it's not a text, so there is no font for it. So I liked it and I chose it. So let's go ahead, because I want to show you the pressure. We would click make it after you design or image or something, and of course you can, as I previously said, move it around if you placed your leather on specific place. And then we would click continue. Then you would get to this screen and you would have to pick your material. So I picked genuine leather because that's setting that it works for me. But right here it says the pressure default, you can't change it. But if you go to this right corner, you can go back and click on right here, browse all materials. And go to whatever material you're working on. So my genuine leather, I click on it, and then instead of hitting done, you go to the material settings right here. And on this screen you find your material, and let's see, where is my genuine leather? Right here. And at this point you can edit anything. I mean, you can edit the pressure and stuff. So I increased this one and this one. So originally this one was at 260 and this one was at 3x. You could go up and down, but I stopped at 270. I started increasing right here little by little, and checking every time I increased it. I checked on pieces of leather and see how the pressure was going, and each time I got better and better results. So I stopped at this, but of course you can always play around and see what you want. So, and then you just save it, and then you scroll all the way down and you click done. And then when you click on this genuine leather or whatever material you're working on, now even though it says default in here, you already changed it there, and it's gonna cut or draw with that pressure, and that's it. All you need to do is load it into your Cricut and draw or cut. So another question was about power source. Because it's USB, you can plug it into your cube that came in with your phone. As long as it has the USB port, you're good to go. You can plug it into the computer, or you can plug it into any of the power banks you have. This one is just simple, small, portable power bank, and as you can see, it works with it. And a little bit bigger one, it works. And yeah, and my other one, it's definitely gonna work. So any of them will work, unless it doesn't light up here, then it's not heating up. But as long as the light comes on, it's heating up. So this one is just off-brand charger. This one is a little bit bigger and it's Instacharge. And this is my Halo bolt. This one has lots of juice, but any of them will work. Doesn't matter if it's big or small. As long as you can fit this in and the light comes on, you're good to go. Okay, let's keep going. So another question was if you can create or make a solid or filled in shapes, you know, designs on foil quill. And as much as I tried to putting let's say circle or star, putting them very close together, it still wasn't, you know, solid. So my answer is no. With foil quill at the moment you cannot make a solid filled in shape unless the company designs the shapes and foil quill will follow it, then you can. But the alternative that I wanted to show you is there is a heating pan. This one is by We Are Memory Keepers too, but there's other heat pans out there that you can use. This one was, I think, $20. It will come in this sort of packaging with a little bit of foil in there, and it will have this cover on it, and it will need batteries. It was 3 AA batteries. With this one you can fill it in. When foil quill done with the shape, don't take it off off the cardstock or whatever you're using, whatever the material you're using. Just leave it there. You can fill it in with the pen. So let me see if I can show you. I already tried a little bit. I'm gonna match the lines that I have in here. But you wouldn't be matching it. When the foil quill is done, you just keep the foil with the washi tape on. That way, you don't have to match it like I do it right now. But I took it off to see, and now I have to match it just to show you. So when it's all stick together in place by washi tape, you can take the pen, fill it in. And here we go. It's filled in. But let's say, because you wouldn't have all these lines on your original project, but let's say this is Cricut and it just drew a circle like this on your, with the foil quill, and you want to fill it in. So you keep it on, and then you just really go over the whole area with your pen. Of course, it's gonna take longer than if the machine would do it for you, but at the moment, there is no way to make it. So this is my alternative to it. Okay, the moment of truth is right here. I just drew a circle and filled it in. So you can't fill it in with something different, and this way the foil quill can draw, like letters or something, and you can just fill it in. Let's say you want to draw a letter, and then when the foil quill drew the letter, you can make a shadow or something like this. You're like, okay, I want this to be filled in, or this, and then you can add a shadow or something to a letter or anything. So this is my way of filling it in. And as you can see, the other question was, can you use their foil without foil quill? and here it is. It's the foil from Foil Quill, and I'm using it with just a heat pen. I know it's from We Are Memory Keepers, but this one came out way before Foil Quill, and their foil works with it, and it's gonna work with any other heating tool that you may have or you may purchase. This pen I've seen at Joann's or joanns.com. It was about $20, and I think you can use coupon on it, so when you have a good coupon or a discount or something, or it's on sale, you can get it for even better price. And you can use this not just, you know, freehand. You can make a stencil with your Cricut, or you can purchase a stencil and, you know, use it with it. That way you might not even need a foil quill if you don't want it. But I like Foil Quill because it's nice and neat, and it does this stuff for you without, you know, you doing it manually. It's gonna take longer, but it's an alternative and you can use it. So the answer is yes, you can use their foil without Foil Quill. Okay, let's continue. So another tip, I wanted to show you how to better take the washi tape off of foil. I have this piece, I might want to save it, and as we all crafters like to save it, and you can definitely fit somebody's name or, you know, stars, hearts or something here. So let's say you put it in like this, you did your design, and then you want to take it off. If you just peel it off from the foil, you will see how it gets brittle and comes off. And right here you can see it just comes off and ruins the foil. But if you lay it down and slowly pull it away, low profile, from the foil, you will not see that. So let's compare. This is the brittle part that came off, and it keeps coming off on my fingers, and this is the part that's still usable. So I hope this helps. I know it's nothing really significant. I think it helps to save pieces of foil. Another thing, I don't cut like this piece I would use. I don't cut it out. I just save the whole piece. But you can. But if you want to cut it and, like, let's say throw away this used up piece, cut more, you know, cut your good piece with already used up piece. So when you're gonna put it on for the new project, you will put tape on already used up portion, because you have to always cut a little bit bigger than your project, so you have a room for washi tape. So if you cut already more on the used up portion, so then your washi tape will go on a used portion, and you can reuse the good portion of the foil for your new project. So my last question is the napkin. This was the most asked question, and I am sad to say that Foil Quill washed off from the napkin. I really liked how it was embellished, but it washed off, so I decided to try something else. I did another Bon Appetit design with red color foil, and then I used this heavy duty water repellent, and I thought, you know, if it's good on shoes and other things, maybe it will work on foil quill. But sadly it did not work, so I let it dry by the directions on this thing, and it still washed off rather quickly, and I have a clip I'll show you about it. So my recommendation would be, if you want to embellish fabric, or let's say napkins, I mean any fabric that you're going to wash, I would use iron-on or HTV, and you can use foiled or not foiled. There's different kinds out there, as you may know. That way you can ensure that the design stays on. Heat transfer vinyl or iron-on is exactly the same thing. But if you not gonna wash, let's say, canvas or something, you're gonna just hang it on the wall or something, just for decorations, you can use foil quill on fabric and it will stay as long as you don't wash it. Well, that's it. I hope you liked the video. I know you probably noticed this super cool new maker machine that I've decided to upgrade, and I can't wait to start working with it. But I'm not forgetting my Explorer machine, and I love it, and I'm gonna be keeping it. So I'm gonna be making projects with both machines, because not everyone can upgrade to a maker, or at least not just yet. So I wanted to make sure that we see the differences between both machines, and if there is difference in projects, I will make sure to point it out for you guys, so you will know what to expect from different machines. So stay tuned for more exciting videos. Well, that's it. If you liked the video, please click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, share across the social media and your friends, and I will see you in the next video.